Please join me to give a round of applause to our excellent presentation and the speakers.
等一下，他开始讲了嘞。
I know that we don't have much time. I originally intend to provide a summary of each presentation, but overall we have only a few minutes left. So I think I would like to identify that the resilient corridor by using the quote that General KT mentioned, the ring of fire. I think the real tangible content of the resilient corridor refers to the rings of, not fire, the rings of safety. And also, what is the content of the rings of safety? I would say that is the ecosystem. So for the previous 4 wonderful presentations, we witnessed the progressive development of the government's policy, practice, and promotion, and the international partnership with the keen engagement and collaboration. But particularly the industrial input with the introduction of the smart technology and also the partnership that Xiaowei just demonstrated. So not only disaster is everywhere, but the awareness of disaster preparedness and prevention is also everywhere. So with that, I think I would like to kick off today's discussion, the forum. By first, I would like to collect a few questions or comments from the floor that maybe you can raise your question and address to specific speakers. And then he or she can reply with and interact with our audience. So first of all, is there any distinguished guest or friends who would like to raise questions, issues, or give your comments to our summit today? So anyone? Or to put it in another way, since today we are gathering and also inviting the suggestion to enable materialize the resilient corridor. So from your own perspective, from your own institution, is there any initiative or any possibility that your country, your institution can take part in this to jointly establish the corridor of safety and to take part in this ecosystem? So if no, not for at this moment, I think I have 2 follow-up questions to our distinguished speakers. Since we learned from your presentation that the ecosystem is very important, not only from the government, the public sector's partnership, but also the reach out to the industry or even to the general public. So we see the example of the disaster prevention preparedness kit and also commodity, and that attract the general public to prepare, to purchase those constitute an ecosystem. So I would like to learn from our speakers what would be the effective mechanism to curate the further cooperation between your institution and also other stakeholders. That's number 1 question I would like to learn from all of you. And the second question, we also learned from Director General Xiao and General KT that international cooperation is very important. For the case of Taiwan and also the Zhusan base, and also for the case of the Philippines, the JTP continue to move ahead. So how to, from your experiences and suggestion, how to expand the current bilateral tie into a more regional format and to curate the joint force of the ongoing cooperation of your institution or your project. So I think these are two questions. One is more technical for the mechanism, and the second one is for more strategic. So I would like to learn from you. So please, Director General Xiao.
I believe bottoms up is the best way for the disaster preparedness. Yeah, it's not only the way from government part. General public is a first priority. How can we push the general public to participate in the disaster preparedness and prevention? So we are now in Taiwan, we carry out the disaster prevention volunteer. So now we will train more than 100,000 this year. So this disaster prevention volunteer will be the manpower during crisis or emergency. So it's a way we push the way forward. And the other way we learn both from FEMA, United States, and also from Singapore, both for community emergency response team, and the other way is for the company emergency response team. So the critical infrastructure in Taiwan, for last year, there are 90 teams will be, now they are setting up. So this team will be responsible for the emergency during disaster or crisis. It's a way we try to face a future climate change or disaster or conflict. Yeah, is the way we are doing now. And for the international cooperation, I believe we need to speak the same language. Joint training is the best policy for that. We push it forward by the way of training. Then we can speak the same language. So the training center in Nantou, the instructor is not only come from Taiwan, but also come from Germany, United Kingdom, United States, Germany, Japan, even from Philippines. It's a way we share with each other to speak the same language. So the exercise is the other way. Yeah, when you take the training courses, then you need to have the scenario. How can we put the training on the scenario? So it's the second phase for the joint exercise. So that's why we carry out the natural earthquake every year. So it's a way to raise up our ability and capability for exercise during crisis or emergency. Then for the training, for the exercise, we know with each other, then we can face the disaster or conflict. So we can face with operation. That's the way we put it on at the Turkey mission. So it's the way it's my suggestion and it's from my experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director General Xiao. You mentioned that it's the good example of this program to curate the sense of community by speaking the same language and to transform into a joint force. So thank you very much. And General KT, the floor is yours.
Thank you. As I presented earlier, from the old law that we have, the PD 1566, that focuses only on the government side in addressing the impact of disasters, Republic Act 10121 comes into a different or shift into a different paradigms that involve the community. Because we found out there are a lot of studies and research And we found out that involvement of the community is a key for a successful disaster management. Hence, Republic Act 10121 directs the local government unit to come up with their own offices that will cater disaster management. So from the national scope down to the regional and the local scope. Disaster management now being managed by the local government units in accordance to the Republic Act 10121. And there are a lot of, after the enactment of the law, there are a lot of disasters that struck the countries. And we found out that community involvement is somehow helps in addressing the gaps. So your questions about partnering or involving the community is always part of how the government deliver the services, especially on disaster management.
Thank you, General KT. And I particularly would like to learn from our private sector's comments and also your expertise. Yes, the floor is yours.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Li Zhixian Marcus. I'm from TADPI's chairperson of Situation Resilience Committee. 容我可以用中文来说明这一块，然后再做翻译，因为我觉得这个议题有些需要用中文来说明会是更贴切，那让台湾的朋友们更了解。那我本身是台湾防灾产业协会企业强能化委员会的主任委员，那我们在主要是推动各个企业以及相关的 stakeholder 利害关系人，能够在灾害发生前、中、后，以及可持续性的营运下，来面对未来天灾、地动、人祸，甚至是地震的样态。我们服务的相关的单位有龙头旗的厂商，也有跨国的企业。那我举2个例子，我们要放眼国际，但是要行动到当地。See global, act localize。我们在台湾过去有 COVID-19 的疫情，其实菲律宾有很多在台湾工作的人，我们在当时比照台湾的同胞一起帮他做团体的快筛。在这样的快筛的过程之中，我们也让他们不会形成一个弱势或被污名化的群体。相反的是，在地的资源有可能在国际间也是需要的。另外一个例子是，最近我接收到一个跨国的训练的委托案，它是全世界10大药厂其中之一，因应所谓的这个缅甸地震之后，其实像泰国或附近东协国家都有感受到一些震动。那他们发现到，其实在这方面的了解跟准备，不能像过去他们说在马来西亚、在新加坡没有地震之下，现在有感受到了。那这个感受会从哪里开始发起？原来他透过台湾的分公司联系了亚太地区 Pan Asia 的 Headquarter 联络到我们，他们希望说，是不是能够透过台湾这么多地震的经验，share 在当地的准备给东南亚地区的分公司，甚至到扩展到整个亚洲，因为天灾地变人祸在未来越来越多了，那我们的训练其实需要让他们跟上所谓的法遵，政府机构怎么做，相关的资源怎么引进，以及正确的观念。但我们也特别提到一件事，我们会教给他一件不要做的事情。换句话说，灾难其实有很多的谣言，很多错误的观念。那在很短的时间之内，不要做不对的事情，其实对这些人的认知 awareness 是有帮助的。我们来做一件事，启发还有灾害弱势的人，能够重新检视这个既是黑暗又是光明的未来。以上是我们在师部门以公司协力的角度 ，See global, act localize.
Thank you for your comment to share the experiences of the private sector serve as the interface to reach out to the network of their private sector branch and also to curate the public awareness to identify the information, especially there are a lot of disinformation spreading during the disaster. and we need to understand what is the false information, and the private sector can serve as a very important role to facilitate the correct communication and also those information sharing process. Last but not least,
Thank you.
we invite. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to the disaster prevention, the data is more important. The right data, and we collect the right data to use the data and publish to the data, share to our citizen is very important. Another side, the training. The training, face to the traditional training, we can use the new technology training. Use the XR, VR, AR, input the AI to use the new NPC technology. So our citizen can use the AI XR technology to learn the new training. Besides the visualization for everyone, including the commander and the citizen, we can use the digital twin, AI, and more fully visualization technology. So we into the new AI age. We have to change some training type. Thank you.
Yes, with the introduction of the case, the AI case, we can see that with a single compact box, the training can be done everywhere, anywhere, and with a very efficient and effective approach. So I think the four speakers demonstrate the best practice of their profile and also their leadership in the disaster prevention effort. And then their interaction and also their partnership can curate a more solid foundation for our people. And I would like to wrap up today's forum by again identifying the four pillars or the 4P as the core value of the practice of the resilient corridor. That is, all the best practice address the people-centered focus, and through a very progressive mindset and measure that materialize through the partnership and the friendship and even the brotherhood between General KT and also Director General Xiao and also the firefighters in Taiwan and in the Philippines. They joined the firefighting together. Even during the training program, I took part in the firefighting process, and that shows a strong sense of community. And then through this joint effort and through the materialization of the resilient corridor, we can make our property secure and make our people more safe. With that, I will wrap up this interaction and also this forum. Thank you very much for paying attention to this topic and also join today's summit. Thank you, and please return sometime next year. I was notified that next April, late April, we are going to have a Secure Tech 2026, and Taiwan Asia Exchange Foundation will be delighted to work with Taiwan Association of Disaster Prevention Industry to co-organize this Asia Resilient Summit again. And please stay tuned and to see you again sometime next year. Thank you.